Hi, and now I'm going to show you how to make the squid ink, because in actual fact the magic of pasta is adding flavors and different textures to the pasta that you're making. So the same applies with squid ink. 100 grams of flour. You make a lovely well in the middle. 1 egg to 100 grams of flour, which makes 1 portion. You add your little sachet of squid ink, which you buy at any fishery. This one I bought at Thraps, the deli in Johannesburg. You give it a mix, and then just to break the egg yolk, and then you start incorporating your flour. Remember once again not to break your wall. It's very important so that your egg doesn't go flying. And here you're going to start seeing. In actual fact, you can't smell it on camera, but the minute you do it, you can smell it. You're going to be smelling it while you're doing it. Here you go. And remember that the 100 grams of flour is just a guideline. You might need a little bit more or a little bit less. You can, of course, use your fingers. I just find that using a fork to get it to a thicker consistency makes the waste a lot less, because otherwise you'd be rinsing your fingers and your hands all the time. You can see now that it's coming together. It's still soft. A little bit more to make it thick enough that you can work with it. Don't bring all your flour in all at once. Remember that pasta takes love and patience to make. It's a very quick process, and it's the most delicious form of feeding a family. There we go. Now you can see my hands are a little bit sticky, but not too much. And here is your black squid ink. There we go. Now, bring it together. I have still not used all my flour. Don't put your flour on top. Put it on the table, because on your surface, because if you put it on top, you don't know how much flour your dough is taking. Whereas if you put it on the surface, it takes what it needs. There we go. Now you've got to knead very nicely, either that way or this way, or whichever way you prefer. But these two ways are the most common, like that or like that. I sort of like making sausages. I turn my sausage and knead it this way. A lot of people just like kneading it like this. This one is still a little bit sticky. And here goes. Now we'll see the final product. It's black. It smells of fish and of the sea, which is wonderful. A beautiful pasta to make for a seafood, with a seafood sauce. Here goes. And here we go. And this is what's left over. I'm taking my flour with me now back to the machine. And we do the same process as we did with a normal egg and flour pasta. We flatten it a little bit, sprinkle a bit of flour on your surface so that it doesn't stick. Bring your machine back to the thickest and widest setting, and start rolling your pasta out. Fold. On this wide setting, put it through 4 or 5 times until such time as it's not sticky anymore. I'm doing it from both sides. You can work your pasta whichever way you like. It's nice actually to work it from both sides. Just remember that a lot of love goes into making pasta. If you feel it's a little bit sticky, just add a little bit of flour. There we go. I am now ready to make it thinner and thinner and get it to the thickness that I need for either lasagna sheets, tagliatelle sheets, cannelloni sheets. It all starts here. There we go. This is now at the penultimate setting. How beautifully black is this pasta. And this is your thinnest setting. I've done that again. I just like tagliatelle to be a little bit thin, but if you like them thicker, you go to your penultimate setting. You lay them out in front of you or on a table or wherever you can in your house. And you cut it into strips of 30 centimeters. This one I leave a little bit long because it is just a bit longer. Take it to your tagliatelle cutting section. Remember, when you take it out, you keep your hand nice and open. And you bring it out. Better cut that one, it's all stuck. I made it too soft.